I was told, on New Year's Eve, that I didn't deserve to carry my family name, that my brother should get married first. So I walked away and cut them off. Years later, a hospital confession explained everything. Hey, Reddit. Growing up, it was obvious I was never the priority. Not ignored completely. Just second. Always second. I didn't fight it. I didn't beg for attention. I just built my own life and left. I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. My name is Ethan. I'm 23. I work full-time, pay my bills, and stay out of trouble. I have a twin brother named Caleb. We look the same. That's where the similarity ends. Caleb is taller, stronger, naturally confident. People gravitate toward him. Teachers liked him. Coaches loved him. My parents, Daniel and Monica, built their entire identity around him. He wasn't just their son. He was their future. I was just there. I wasn't quiet. I wasn't weak. I just noticed things early. When something felt off, I'd make a joke. That was my way of dealing with it. My parents hated that. They wanted silence. They wanted obedience. Caleb had that, so he was easy. I was difficult. We shared a room growing up, same space, completely different reality. His side had the window, better light, better air, new desk, clean drawers. Everything worked. If something broke, it got replaced immediately. My side, old furniture, drawers that stuck, scratches no one bothered fixing. If something broke, it stayed broken. No one ever said it out loud. But the message was clear. My mom made it worse without saying much. She'd fix Caleb's collar before school, put a hand on his shoulder. Small gestures that said, "I'm proud of this one." With me, the only time she touched me was to correct me, pull me back, push me aside, shut me up. I don't remember her hugging me. I remember her adjusting me. My dad wasn't subtle either. Everything Caleb did was about his future. Sports meant scholarships, friends meant connections. If Caleb messed up, it was part of growing up. If I did the same thing, it meant something was wrong with me. I didn't cry about it. I made comments instead. Short ones, dry ones, like, "Guess my side of the room didn't qualify for upgrades." That usually earned me a lecture. "Stop being dramatic." Caleb would sometimes smirk, not in a cruel way. He was just a kid enjoying good treatment. Why would he question it? Birthdays were the worst. They tried to make them equal. Same cake, same table, same moment. One year the cake came out, big, white frosting, blue writing. In the center, just one name, Caleb. No space left, no correction, nothing. The room went quiet for a second. I looked at the cake, then at my parents, then back at the cake. I said, "Guess I'm sharing his wish this year." My mom snapped immediately. "Stop being dramatic. It's just a cake." Some relatives laughed awkwardly. No one fixed it. We ate it anyway. That was my childhood. Not one big moment, just thousands of small reminders of where I stood. Once, I caught my mom looking at me differently. Not annoyed, not angry. Something else. Tight, almost guilty. It lasted a second. Then she snapped back to normal and told me to stop standing around. I didn't understand it then, but I remembered it. I started working early, not because I had to, because money meant independence. It meant I didn't have to ask for rides, didn't have to explain what I needed. Caleb never needed that. Everything just showed up for him. Years passed. I spent less and less time at home. At 17, I was barely there, working more than I slept. One day, I stopped at a small cafe near my job. That's where I met Olivia. She was behind the counter, hair tied back, tired but sharp. I made a joke about the food looking suspiciously good. She shot back instantly. "Then don't ask for recommendations if you're going to ignore them." No awkwardness, no pretending, just normal conversation. For the first time in a while, I wasn't being compared to anyone. That stuck with me. At home, everything revolved around football. Not casually. It controlled everything. Schedules, dinners, conversations. If you didn't know Caleb's stats, you didn't matter. He was a linebacker, big, fast, aggressive. My dad lived for it. He showed up to every game early, acted like part of the staff. My mom packed snacks for the whole team. They built him up constantly. I tried football once. It wasn't about the sport, it was about attention. So I quit, but I didn't stop training. I ran early mornings, worked out after shifts, no audience, no support, just discipline. I entered small competitions, local events, nothing big. I told my parents once. They said they'd come. They never did, not once. After that, I stopped telling them. Not out of pride, just efficiency. There's no point reminding people who don't care. My dad never asked about me, only about Caleb. My mom would sometimes watch me train from the window. Not proud, not annoyed, just unsettled, like she didn't know what to do with me. One time, Olivia came to one of my events. No crowd, almost empty stands. Just her, a coffee, and a few strangers. Afterward, she asked, "They always skip this?" I shrugged. "They're busy." She nodded, like she understood exactly what that meant. That's what I liked about her. She didn't pretend. Fast forward. College was brutal. No support, no safety net. Full classes, multiple jobs, wake up, work, study, work, sleep, repeat. My parents never checked in, no questions, no concern. I didn't need applause anyway. I needed a degree. Olivia stayed consistent through all of it. No speeches, no pressure, just quiet support. Coffee before exams, food when I got home late. A simple, "You good?" That was enough. Graduation day came. I expected nothing. Caleb was already taking photos with my parents. They looked proud, not just happy, proud. I stood off to the side with Olivia. When names were called, Caleb got loud applause. When mine was called, Olivia clapped immediately. My parents clapped too, but late, like they remembered they had to. After the ceremony, we walked to the parking lot. My dad stopped next to a brand new black Camaro. He tossed Caleb the keys. "You earned it." People cheered. Phones came out. Then he handed me a small box. I already knew. A cheap watch. My mom smiled. "We're proud of you too." I looked at the watch, then the car, then back at the watch. I said, "At least I'll be on time for work." Not loud, not angry, just honest. For a split second, my mom's face changed. Fear. Then it was gone. "Why do you always do this?" My dad jumped in, said I was ruining the moment. I didn't argue. I just left. That's when something shut off in me. Not anger, clarity. I stopped expecting fairness. 6 months later, New Year's Eve. Family party. Crowded. Loud. I had a ring in my pocket. I planned to propose. My mom pulled Olivia aside at one point. When Olivia came back, she said, "Your mom warned me about you." I nodded. Sounds right. Later, my dad gave a speech about family, about Caleb, his future, his success. Didn't mention me once, so I stepped forward, took Olivia's hand, got down on one knee. Before she could answer, my dad grabbed my arm. "What are you doing?" "Proposing." "No, you're not." My mom jumped in. "This isn't appropriate." Then my dad said it. "You haven't earned the right to carry this family forward." The room went silent. My brother finally spoke. "What are you doing?" They ignored him. I stood up, looked at Olivia. "We're leaving." We walked out. That was the last time I saw them for a long time. I cut contact completely. New number, no social media. Only Caleb could reach me. Life got quiet. Better. Months later, I proposed again. No crowd, no drama. Just us. She said yes. A year later, I heard Caleb got engaged too. Then he called me. He explained why I wasn't invited. Our parents didn't want me there. I wasn't surprised. But he apologized. Honestly. We met, talked. For the first time, we were just two people. Not roles, not expectations, just brothers. I didn't blame him. He didn't create the system, he just lived in it. Later, we had a small wedding. Only people who mattered. He came. My parents didn't. A few days later, photos got posted online. People noticed they weren't there. Questions started. Then the backlash hit them, hard. They reached out, messages, calls, emails, anger, guilt, never once asking if I was happy. I ignored everything. Then I blocked them completely. Peace came back. Then one night, Caleb called. "Mom's in the hospital." I went. One visit. No promises. She looked smaller, tired, like she couldn't keep up the act anymore. She said, "We only wanted one child." Everything went quiet. She explained. When they found out about twins, they considered ending one pregnancy. Me. Doctors told them they couldn't, because I was keeping him alive. Shared blood flow. If I was gone, he might not survive. My brother froze. "So I'm alive because of him?" "Yes." My mom started crying. "Every time I looked at you, I remembered. Everything clicked. All of it." I said calmly, "I wasn't difficult." I paused. "I was your lifeline." Then I looked at my dad. "And now it's cut." I walked out, didn't look back, didn't respond when she called my name. Outside, Olivia was waiting. She didn't ask questions. We just left. I didn't feel broken. I felt finished. So I'll ask you this. What would you do if you found out you weren't loved, just needed? Would you forgive? Or would you walk away and build something better? I chose to walk away, and I don't regret it.